All right. So the big reason we had Stoner Gump on tonight of all nights is you're right in the middle of a big charity fundraiser, homegrown cooking competition on TikTok. And it's for a charity called Lasagna Love. So tell everybody about what that is.
So, Lasagna Love is an organization. Anybody can sign up for it to be a provider, or if you're in need. What it is, it's families feeding families. So, like the first night of the competition, we made lasagna. I linked up on the Lasagna Love portal, found a family in my area that was needing help with some dinner, and I took them some lasagna. That's what the charity is. It's help families helping families. So what we're doing, it's called the Home Chef Throwdown. It's sponsored by quite a few companies. The big one, I'm not allowed to mention. They don't like me. But it's a big competition. There's 10 content creators in it. I believe Jess is the largest of the content creators. She's 2.6 million or something like that followers. Um, and most of them are culinary, um, professionals. They're amazing. I'm just in there because the lady that runs it likes my content, and so she let me in. Um, but we're having a good time. We're raising a lot of money for the charity. I think as of this last week, we've raised well over $10,000 in about a 4 week span for the charity. 100% of the proceeds go to the charity. About every $30 feeds a family.
Wow.
So it's feeding a lot of people.
That's a lot of families there. So each week you're doing a specific challenge on TikTok.
Right. So this
So
last week was the T-Rex challenge. So wifey got behind me. She was my T-Rex arms. And we did the competition that way. So yeah, each week's a different challenge. We've been using my book that I showed you guys, Herbally Infused, Chronically Bemused, through the 8 week span. Every book that gets sold, we're donating $4.20 to the charity, which that's been going awesome. The charity is pretty wonderful. They actually changed the vote price to $2 and no, that's they were trying to change the vote price to $2.10 per vote. So that people could vote twice for $4.20, but their program would only let them do dollar amounts. So it ended up being $2. It was sad news. I'd already put out a video talking about how we could donate $4.20. And
what's been your favorite part of the competition so far?
um, hmm, I don't know. It's definitely added some. I'm a procrastinator. A lot of these content creators, they're recording their videos, Friday night, Saturday night. It has to be posted by 7:30 Monday. That's when or 7:30 Tuesday. So usually about 5 o'clock Tuesday is when I'm working on trying to record it and edit it. And um, so favorite part is getting together with all the content creators. We've got a big group chat, which also drives me nuts because they're all on different time zones than me. And so I'll be laying in bed and then my phone starts going ding, 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 ding because they've started a conversation. But getting to know all these different content creators are a large group of wonderful people, all very unique and talented. And their hearts are all in the right place. It's good seeing people using their platforms for something good.
It is from the outside looking in, it's very beautiful to see all the hearts and the funness. Everybody's just having a good time with it. They're taking it serious as in how they do their content, but not serious as in I have to take down my competitors. And
Right.
you actually, because you like you said, you can buy votes, right? You get one free a
Uh,
week, and then you can buy votes. And you donated how you bought enough votes for everybody to do the inflatable suit challenge.
So that was on week 3. There was a secret competition, and we had enough books purchased. So anybody that had 125 votes purchased for them, the secret challenge was unlocked. And so I went through, and so the day that was announced, they also announced that I had somebody that already had purchased them for me. And so they showed me I was going to be an astronaut. We're not going to do this alone. And so I went through and we used the book sales, and I purchased the 125 for everybody. And then I asked the lady, I said, hey, if I go ahead and purchase 250 votes for Jess, which is the big content creator, can I pick out what hers is? And so they asked Jess, and she said, oh, fine. And so I got her a big broccoli blow up. It was
Yeah,
great.
that was fantastic. Now, Lasagna Love, which we have the link right here on the screen, and it's on our chat, and it'll be in our show notes. That's lasagnalove.org. That's nationwide, right? Even
Yeah,
Joe in Tennessee could go do that.
which we need volunteers to sign up. So it's been amazing putting the word out there. I think there's been like 13,000 people sign up in need.
Wow.
um, since the competition started. So the word's really getting out there. But I think we've only had like 600 or so volunteers sign up. And so we really need some more people to sign up that are wanting to, make some food for somebody. Because there's apparently a lot of people out there that are, needing some help. And it's for whatever reason. It's not you've got to make this little money. It's, my kid's in the hospital. It's whatever's going on. It's just you're needing help. You sign up, and a family helps you out. Don't
Random
make
kid probably
lasagna. You don't have to make lasagna.
It's lasagna, not lasagna. Yeah. So that was the question for the podcast. What if I'm really bad at making lasagna with a funny face? But that is honestly the first thought I had when you said you hooked up with them and you took over a lasagna. I'm like, well, can we make cakes? I mean, do we only
Right. You can
wow.
make anything. It's making dinner. The first week's competition was lasagna to promote Lasagna Love. And so, yes, that's what we did, which we took a couple, pans of lasagna to them. It was a couple and their kid. And I don't know the circumstances, but I know we fed them.
I love this. This is one of my favorite charities. I learned of it through you, but we've done that personally in our lives. Anytime anything happens, to the point that I had a friend in Utah, his wife disappeared for a couple of weeks and they found her off a ravine and it was not good. And we ended up ordering a couple of dinners through honeybakedham.com and shipping it out to them. Because we know, of course, being from the South, it's like this, but it doesn't matter. In that time of need, you're not thinking about feeding yourself. And if you have a family, it's hard to get on track to feed them. So just showing up with food in general, both food that can be frozen. I mean, like you made it can be frozen, or you buy stuff from Walmart and bring it that they can pop in the microwave.
Right.
Thing that makes your life easy is such a good thing. So when I heard about this, I told my wife, it's like, you need to get involved. Because we also try to always have some kind of charity work going on with the kids and the family. Some kind of
it's pretty convenient the way it pops up. You sign up to this. So like I'm currently signed up, and I haven't had another ding yet, but it'll pop up and let me know, hey, somebody in your area is needing fed, and you say yes or no. And so it's I would like people to sign up in all kinds of areas because it's better that in my area there's somebody that's currently waiting to cook something and nobody needing it, versus the areas that have a lot of people needing it and nobody there cooking it.
You want to know something serendipitous, Charles?
Sure.
My wife just sent me a message. Apparently, and now I knew that the youth at our church were doing a day of service in a few weeks. My wife just sent me a message. They are doing Lasagna Love.
Really?
For it. Yeah.
Very
I didn't
cool.
even know that until a minute ago.
Well, guess what? We beat the church. All right. Well, bringing it full circle about, how we deal with our kids, this kind of thing where you're helping others with what you can give them and do for them is awesome. So one more time, as we wrap out of here, Stoner Gump, I'm going to play some music after you say it so it doesn't overwhelm you. But where can they find you and help support the competition? Because obviously we've talked about going to lasagnalove.org as the charity directly, but where can they find you in the competition?
So you can go on TikTok with the hashtag Home Chef Throwdown. You'll pull up all the different creators. Also, if you go to the website, you'll have all the creators there. It's simply putting light on the competition, is bringing a lot of light to the charity. So interact with the different people in the competition. And I post it across the board. I post it on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. But TikTok's where its home base is.
Thank you, Joe. And thank you, Dan, for being on tonight. Everybody, this is going for another couple of weeks as of this recording. So we are on April 18th, and it's going through the 3rd or 4th week in May. So
Yeah,
you
there's
got a
like
couple
5
weeks
weeks
to hear
left.
this. Yeah. So you definitely, you've got plenty of time to hear this podcast and get out there and do that. So thank you for being on and sharing all that love with us. And go check
That
them
was a
out,
blast,
Dragon
guys.
Con.
Yes, come to Dragon Con. I need people to show up.